When I was in school, sometimes we would have to come up with like rhymes for our name. Guess what rhymes with Beth? I get requests all the time to listen to Melanie Martinez, and every time I see a request, I laugh a little bit because I have been waiting with the rest of you for this moment. I love Melanie's music. I've been following her for a really long time. I remember seeing her audition on The Voice.
I'm calling a guy like you, should I warn him? It's dangerous. Baby, give me you're dangerous.
When Crybaby came out, I was just overwhelmed with the creativity behind that album. They have this way of just doing such creative music that you've never really heard anything like it before. Melanie is a very, very unique artist and someone that I just admire so much for finding their niche and sticking to it. I'm really excited and curious and a little bit concerned to see what she's been up to, because obviously with a title like Death and Portals, and I think there was something about fairies, I just have a lot of questions. There's so much that I love about Melanie's music. I think my favorite thing is just the way that she takes childhood symbols and makes them metaphors for adult concepts. And I also just feel like she does not fully get the recognition that she deserves. Honestly, like, give Crybaby a Grammy at this point. Another thing that is super unique about Melanie's music that you know if you listen to it is the really practical sound effects in the background. So she has a song called Soap and she'll put like bubbles in the production. It's so genius to me. I think her music is endlessly genius. It's endlessly interesting. This whole album, I really am so curious and I don't know what to expect, because obviously if you've seen the artwork, there's a lot to unpack there. There's a lot of weird track titles going on, but this is actually the first track on the album. So I always think it's interesting when the artist releases the first track as a single. So without further ado, let's get into Death. I don't even want to say that, but okay. I'm genuinely terrified to press play.
Death is life, is death, is life, is life, is...
I'm in a fairy garden. I forgot, she did post the lyrics to this on her Instagram, and I did see a few of the lines, so I knew that was going to be a line. It sounds like a fairy is whispering into my ear right now. I feel like I'm in a fairy garden, which obviously I know that's the album cover, but I really do immediately feel transported to a different place. It's giving me intro vibes. Okay.
I'm gone this time, your words mean nothing, so take them back. You aren't around, I sink into the ground. You're always on my mind, I cannot help it. I don't wanna be carrying the weight on my shoulders. That this comes to me, I'll be meeting you here every time. Back from the dead, back from the dead. I'm back from the dead, back from the dead.
I'm so confused in the best way. I really like this. I love the melodies so much. It is so good to hear her voice on new music again. Just immediately when she started singing, it just felt so right. It felt so right to be hearing her voice on new music. It has been so long. And it's kind of funny because she acknowledges I'm back from the dead, which obviously it does sound like she's referring to the fact that she has not been releasing music in a minute. Could also be a metaphor for other things as well, but that's just the vibe that I'm getting. I really, really like this though. The melodies are just really stunning. I already want to listen to that entire section I just listened to again, but I don't want to be here all night long. But I am going to listen to that drop again because that was really cool, but I did not fully process it.
Immortal by desire.
I love that.
Every time. Back from the dead, back from the dead. I'm back from the dead, back from the dead. I'm back.
thought this was gonna be so stripped back. I don't know why. And then I did not see that explosion coming. I really did not. I feel like I should have. I feel like it should have been obvious to me that it was not going to stay in that one place the entire time, especially with a 5-minute song. I don't know why I had such limited expectations. I love this. This is so interesting. And I mean that in the best way. Melanie is so talented. I just need to say, I feel like they're very underrated as an artist. This better get them to where they need to be. If there's a place that they need to be that they're not at, like, this needs to be talked about. This needs to be studied. We need to be studying Melanie Martinez.
I'm right by your side. We're screaming and pleading. This operation ends. Doing all your witchcraft.
This is really interesting because I always connect Melanie's music to childhood. Obviously, because of Crybaby and because of K through 12. And it sounds like this is going to be a completely different vibe, obviously, a completely different album. I knew that Melanie wasn't going to do the childhood thing forever because you could only do that for so long before it gets stale. So I knew this was going to be different, but this is really cool. I'm not following the lyrics. I hear them, but I don't understand what it means. So if you have any insight, feel free to let me know.
When you aren't around, I sink into the ground. I try to pretend I'm closer to you now.
I am obsessed with this. I am obsessed with that melody. When you're not around, I sink into the ground. That is my favorite part of the song. It's just so good.
I don't wanna be carrying the weight on my shoulders that this come to me.
I'm back from the dead. Back from the dead.
I know it's more than heck while we all die one day. I'm back.
I think my brain is going to explode. I don't know what I just listened to. At the same time, I really liked what I just listened to. So I am very confused. At the end, it sounded like she was obviously out of breath. She was running. It sounded like in a forest. So curious to see if those sound effects, again, the sound effects that she always does. At the end, there was a door that was creaking open. The practical sound effects to go along with the lyrics. It's something that I think is one of my favorite aspects about her music. I mean, it's definitely one of my favorite aspects about her music. I'm so curious to see if she's going to continue that with the album. I'm guessing she's going to. You know, what was on the other side of that door? After she ran to the door, maybe in the forest, what was on the other side of the door? That is my question. I'm wondering if the second track on the album, we're gonna hear the door open and hear a creature or something. I don't know. I literally do not know what she is about to do with this album. And it's a lot. And it's a lot to process. But the thing is, give me a second. Okay. The thing is, it is so nice to hear her voice on new music again. It is just so refreshing. It's like the feeling of greeting an old friend or something. I've just missed Melanie. I really have. Melanie is one of those super special artists that no artist really is going to fill that void for me while she's gone. But she's back. She's back from the dead. And I'm so grateful. What's cool about Melanie's music too is sometimes she makes really great statements in her music. But again, she uses the metaphors to deliver it in a different way than just outright saying it. I think it's Strawberry Shortcake or Orange Juice that is about bulimia. And, you know, instead of coming outright and saying it, she kind of hides it within the lyrics. But it's really obvious to pick up on if you're paying attention. So that is just something that is so genius to me about her. I really think Melanie is a genius. Genius is a Melanie. I want to listen to that song more because I feel like obviously there was a lot of processing going down, but overall I really liked it. I mean, I think it was so interesting. So many great melodies. This is the best song of 2023 so far. Like, I don't make the rules. This song is insane. It was like its own world. I was entering a fairy forest, and that's honestly fine. I welcome it. Maybe not death, but I welcome the fairy forest. So yeah, this is a very exciting time. Thank you so much for watching, for being here, for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.